Have you heard of K-pop for Planet? It is a group of K-pop fans who are doing their best to fight climate change. And just like their slogan, "No K-pop on a Dead Planet," their efforts to protect Earth so that we can listen to K-pop forever is truly admirable. Audiences who attended the Korean concert for the British band Coldplay, who are known for their eco-friendly performances, showed an overwhelmingly high level of participation in environmental protection compared to other countries, and it made a very hot issue. It looks like K-pop tours might also soon be promoting eco-friendly efforts as well, correct? Hello, this is Culture Crunch's DJ Joel, and today on Culture Crunch we are marking a very special day. So for Creme de la Creme today, we have invited a very special guest. Before we meet them, we are going to listen to a song. This is Only One by The Wind.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go! 설레는 맘을 안고 숨차게 달려가 눈앞이 캄캄해도 멈출 줄은 몰라 뛰는 심장 가득히 네가 차올라 혼자라도 외롭지 않아 오늘도 You're the one 넌 나의 only one 멀리 떨어져도 놓치지 않아 다가갈수록 멀어진다 하루하루 지나가고 또 와는 되면 나를 잊게 그 끝이 어디라도 높이 날아올라 엇갈린 이 시간이 몇 달 그때까지 우리는 여전히 헤맬 거야 You're the one 서로의 only one 어둠 속에서도 빛나니까 저 멀리 느껴지지 따스한 너의 온기 계속 달려갈게 끝이 없는 하늘에 길을 잃지 않을게 구름 위로 네가 새겨놓은 마음 따라가 언젠가 선명하게 함께 빛내는 날 알잖아 I'm on my way 잠시 막막한 시간들이 흐릿해져도 결국 다시 만날 걸 알아 추억이 빼곡히 하얗게 번지는 넌 여전히 설렘으로 벅차니까 끝이 없는 우리의 내일을 약속할게 약속하는 다짐으로 너에게 다가오는 내일은 우리 함께 빛나고 있잖아 I'm on my way 달려나가 이 길의 끝까지 내겐 언제나 우리가 있으니
If success is your goal, tune in to Creme de la Creme as we interview the top players in their fields so we know what their job is and all about the person. Now, I must admit, today it is a little bit awkward, and I'm not sure why, but I am a little bit nervous for some reason because we have not only a singer-songwriter, but a person that is deep in the creative processes of K-pop. Welcome, not only singer-songwriter and music genius, but also former DJ of this show, Sophiya.
Hello, hello.
Woo! Oh, wow.
It's so great to be back.
Yeah, no, this is very interesting.
I know, it's very strange being on this side of the table.
So I must say, I think there's a reason why I'm a little bit nervous right now. It's because, you're the person that paved the way for me. So I'm kind of like in the presence of my 선배님, my senior here.
No, but you're doing such a great job.
Oh, man, I'm
I watch
telling
you
you.
from time to time, and you're a pro.
Well, because we're now on the show, and I have said this, privately with you, but I do want to thank you so much for being sort of my mentor. When I first started this show, I was making relentless calls to you, asking you for advice. And did you have a difficult time like I am having right now with this show?
It's a tough job.
Yes,
and I'm the only one that truly understands you, Joel.
Like there's no one else in the world that will understand. But because you are here and you are sort of the kernel of the Culture Crunch program, please, for the listeners and viewers, just say hello to them one more time.
Hi
They
guys,
missed you.
It's good to see you. I'm Sophiya. Today I'm here as a guest. I am a K-pop songwriter, vocal director, background vocalist, English lyricist, and the list goes on, basically.
Just totally a jack of all trades, you are. Do you mention DJ, right? You're a DJ?
Yeah, former DJ.
Yeah, former DJ.
On Culture Crunch.
Which is exactly why we have you on the show today, because today is a very special occasion.
Yes.
And that is the 200th day since Culture Crunch first aired.
Yay.
Yes. So, of course, we felt that it was a little bit worthy to call you for this momentous occasion. That's why we reached out to you. Yeah, so how does it feel, seeing that Culture Crunch is on its 200th day, and while you are not the DJ, it is still here alive and kicking? How does that feel to see that? You birthed it pretty much, so.
No, I mean, I was just a small part of such a fantastic team. Shout out to everybody
Shout out.
on the Culture Crunch team. But it feels, I don't know, I still feel proud. I still feel like I'm a part of this team somehow. But I just want to say a huge congratulations to the whole Culture Crunch program, to Joel as well, to the whole team for making such a fun and informative
Very, very much so.
show. And congratulations on reaching 200 days.
Yes. Now, we can't mention 200 days without first mentioning your first broadcast, which was on October 7th, 2024. It honestly doesn't feel that long ago.
I know.
Do you remember that day?
Of course.
The nerves,
It's one of
right?
those core memories in my brain. The nerves, yes. Just because, not only was I coming back as a DJ for the first time in a couple of years, I was down here in the second floor studio, which is a whole different beast to upstairs,
isn't it?
as I'm sure you know. It was a new team. I was having to do Korean and English this time, translating, which I've not really done much of before.
Yeah.
So that was very nerve-wracking. And yeah, I just remember my first ever guest, storyboard artist Kang Suk, who was absolutely amazing. But I was so nervous, and the team was so new to this that.
It was a whole episode. Like
It
not,
was an
not in a bad way,
episode,
but like in a good way. It was,
yeah.
it was. Of course, everybody was doing something. For the first time, a lot of us, a lot
and
of you
I
guys.
remember, wanting the conversation to sound really natural. So I remember like jumping back and forth in the script,
Right.
Based on her answers, and everyone getting really confused.
Yeah, if
And we're
you.
like, where are we in the script? And so she jumped up during the song break to ask me.
I saw that. I
What
saw
are we
the video.
talking
Yeah,
about now?
And I was like, oh my gosh, she got up. Like you were so taken aback. You're like,
I
I don't know what
was
to
like,
do.
what do I do?
Yes. No, it is. It has been a 200 days, but it feels like yesterday. And many of our listeners who are leaving comments here saying hello. So. Aim Lita says, missed you so much, Sophiya.
Hi, Lita.
Yes, Clara says, it's great to see you, Sujung. I missed you. Let's see. Aim Lita also says, wow, Sophiya has such a long title. I agree.
I do, don't I?
Does everything,
I do.
All we got to do is add acting to that, and then we'll be,
I'm not sure about that one.
Yes, let's see here. And Guljang says, congratulations on the 200th anniversary, the 200th day anniversary. Sky Hunter says happy anniversary as well. Steve is saying hello to all of us here on the team. Lemon says congratulations on the 200th day. Clara and Steve as well says welcome back, Sujung, and welcome happy 200th day.
It's good to see you guys again.
Yes, it
I
is.
missed you guys.
Yeah, 200 days straight is, of course, not an easy feat. So from myself, Sophiya, and our team, I want to thank everybody here for our Culture Crunch listeners and viewers so much for the support, and we're hoping for many more days. So for your continued love and support. So aside from that, how have you been lately? What's been going on? I know personally that you've been working on tons and tons of K-pop music.
Yes.
So yeah, who are some of the artists that you've been working with lately or, recently? And you're also working on vocals as well, correct?
Indeed. So the month of March, I was pretty much living at JYP, working
JYP.
with Twice, as usual.
Twice, yes.
They're my babies. Some ITZY as well. Yeah, just a whole ton of vocal directing.
Right.
And
Now these
background vocal.
Oh, wow.
recording
Okay.
as
Yeah,
well.
these are, of course, some very big names that you are working with. We're going to deep dive into you a little bit because, as you were sitting in this chair, you never got the chance really to explain all of this stuff.
I didn't
really.
know.
Yeah, so today we're going to take the time to dive a little bit into Sophiya, the artist, singer, songwriter, vocal director. The list goes on and on. So when did you first start working on songs for idol groups? And I'm curious kind of what sparked that because, it's an
So just to go back a little bit further, I was I was a participant on an audition program called Widean Dancing a long time ago. And then I wanted to go down the singer-songwriter route, but I actually didn't have any experience songwriting. And so I wanted to dive into that world. So I ended up joining a K-pop songwriting group called Iconic Sounds.
Okay.
That was in 2014.
Wow, time flies.
And yeah, it really does. And just with the support of that team, so many doors opened for me, had so many great opportunities to work at SM and JYP. And that just kind of snowballed to this day. I've been doing it for 11 years now.
Yeah, I mean, would you say that songwriting, that's the sort of work that you're doing now? Did you kind of fall into it naturally, or did you have a little bit of a hard time getting into it at first? Because you went from singer to singer-songwriter. So did you find it to be difficult at all?
It was a little difficult in that, especially in that 2014 sort of mid 2010s era, it was all very cutesy.
Oh, yeah.
All the songs that I was writing were very cutesy, which is not me at all, if you know me at all. So that was interesting. I always had to sort of, I'm putting on my K-pop hat today.
Right.
I have to be cute and sort of be that persona for that day while I was writing that song.
Right.
So that was tough. It kind of, it became second nature eventually.
Well, you from when you first start, though, you challenge yourself with a genre that you're not particularly familiar with. So I'm sure that it definitely contributed to your skills that you have now, for sure. Yes. Okay. So I did hear recently that you were involved with Coldplay, who was here in Korea.
They are still here, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, are they still here? Yes. So you were involved with something. I'm going to let you explain it, so you can kind of brag a little bit because it's worthy of bragging. So what exactly are we looking at here?
All right. So Coldplay. This is a previously released song called We Pray.
Yes.
But they re-released this with a featuring verse from Twice.
Yes.
So in the second verse, you hear Twice come in with Korean lyrics as well, which is really meaningful. And then for their section, they asked me to record the background vocals.
Oh, that is a big deal because, not only are you working with Twice, who you've worked with, plenty of times, but also Coldplay as well.
Yeah.
To be tied up with that is
I know.
must be,
And it was crazy because, Twice is kind of like my whole life right now and within K-pop. But Coldplay was who I grew up with in England. And so to have these two completely different worlds collide was such a crazy experience.
Well, it's a testament to your talent and your skills, for
thank
sure.
you.
Yes. So what was your reaction like when you first heard that you would be participating in this? Were you we're like, whoa, really?
Just like,
I'd imagine so, yeah.
Pretty much, yes.
But yeah, you did mention that the Korean lyrics are also included on this particular song. But do you find that, I find that to be rather meaningful, What about you? You know, you are living in Korea, you work in Korea. Like, how does that make you feel that you get to see Korean on that kind of song?
It's amazing. I mean, even when I was back in England, you know, when Gangnam Style made it big, I was working in England back then.
Right.
And to hear these people around me in the English-speaking world singing Korean lyrics was already crazy back then.
Of course, yeah.
But these days, it's become pretty mainstream to hear
it is.
Korean lyrics. I mean, Coldplay have collaborated with BTS before.
Yeah.
And it's just so common now, like Dua Lipa and Blackpink.
Oh, yeah.
I love that it's become mainstream to have Korean lyrics in a song that's so big in the Western markets.
Yeah,
as
of
well.
course. I mean, it must feel very good also that you are a part of that.
Of course.
Yes, you are a part of that. But you have mentioned TWICE and JYP, and you have a kind of a long-running connection here with TWICE. This obviously
Yes.
isn't your first time working with
No,
TWICE either.
I've had a song with them. I don't know if it's up here. I've done so much.
Look at this.
But I had a song on their very first mini album called 미쳤나봐. Crazy, I think is the title, something like that.
Yeah.
And ever since then, we've had. It's been a journey.
Yeah, you guys are like one big family, you know. But you also worked with TWICE not only in songwriting but in many different ways.
Indeed.
Being songwriting, English lyrics, vocal training, and even vocal participation. Like I said, a jack of all trades. Something that's I feel like pretty rare, you know what I mean?
know.
Especially with English writing in their English lyrics as well.
Yes.
But working with TWICE for so long and in so many different ways, what do you think TWICE's biggest charm might be in your own eyes?
I think, to me, the girls are. Obviously, they're talented and they're gorgeous
Right.
and all that. But to this day, I mean, they're 10 years in now, almost.
Oh, yeah.
And they still have that passion and that drive to make good music. And they're also so tight-knit. Like, that's hard for a group. They have 9 members.
Yeah.
It's,
Well,
even
that's-
just 2 people, they can end
That's
up
what I'm
fighting.
saying. Look, as a former idol who
But-
doesn't talk to barely any of his members anymore, I can tell you that is very difficult.
But just they're really sweet girls. They're good people.
Yeah, okay.
And I think that really comes across in their music.
Oh no,
and
definitely.
in their variety
You can
shows
kind
as
of
well.
tell when you see, performers. But you also mentioned ITZY a little bit earlier,
Yes.
who is in the same JYP agency. Please introduce your work with ITZY. Like, what have you done with ITZY?
ITZY, I have done some vocal directing as well, but the main capacity I see them is with English lyrics.
Okay.
So they actually released an English version album, which had, I think, these 4 songs.
And you participated in the English
Yes, so
lyricism.
I translated the background lyrics to English and vocal directed, and I think I did the background vocals as well. It's so hard to keep track
Sophia
now.
is so busy, she doesn't even remember if she did the background vocals. But look in the album jacket, I'm sure you'll see it.
Definitely did In the Morning and Loco. Those were fun to translate.
Yeah, but when you write lyrics in English, though, you can't just translate it like straight up. You got to adapt it as well, correct?
Yeah, it's a lot more difficult than you might expect.
Yeah.
Because not only do you have to get the meaning across, but you also have to get the flow right. And in English lyrics, rhyming is more important
Right.
as well.
It's all got to be kind of tight. You know what I mean? You got to tighten it up a lot even after you translate it.
Yeah.
But working with ITZY, same question. What do you think is their unique charm?
ITZY are just cool.
They're cool.
Yeah, they're just so cool.
Everything about them is just cool. So let's see here. So for idol groups, maintaining their popularity, definitely preserving their own unique style. That's really important because if you always switch up on them, people are going to be like, well, what's that? What's going on here? So preserving it is very important. Do you keep that a lot in mind when you're, working with either of those groups? Working with groups like TWICE and ITZY, you kind of got to maintain you have to stay on a line to a certain degree to maintain that, their image and the way that their music is musically, colorfully. Do you find that to be challenging at all?
In some senses, yes, because the songs that they choose, I have to toe the line between getting the song to sound. This is in vocal directing, by the way.
Right.
Getting the song to sound as close to the original demo as possible, and also having the girls sort of stay true to themselves.
Right.
I don't want them to pretend to be something that they're not.
Right.
So that can be slightly challenging in ways. So yeah, towing that line between getting that pop sort of feel, which a lot of their songs are, and still maintaining that good girl feel, shall we say?
You don't want to go too bad.
No,
you know?
no, not with Twice.
Yeah, so we actually have a question from Leon, who is one of our listeners here in the window here. What are your thoughts on increasing collaborations between Korean and international artists? Do you believe that this is the most effective path for K-pop to achieve greater recognition? You can interpret this question in a lot of ways, but what do you think?
I mean, in some ways, I feel like K-pop has achieved so much recognition already in the past 5 years. But yeah, it's definitely a way to get your foot in the door and have people in the West or around the world click on the song, whereas they might not have before.
Right.
So
Absolutely.
it's really good in that sense. But I feel like once they have their foot in the door, like K-pop itself is... It's so amazing, isn't it?
It's something unique to Korea, and
it's a whole world in itself, and so unique, as you said.
Yeah, definitely.
And so I don't think it really needs much introduction after that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But as a producer, a songwriter, the way that you do work on a song. Probably has changed a lot from how it used to be. But these days, idol songs often a collaboration between many different people,
Yes.
correct? So how does that process usually work? I'm actually curious about this too.
So back in the day, like in the 90s, you'd see like one person on the credits
Right.
doing the arranging, the composing of the melody, and the lyrics as well. Some people still do that, like Hwang Hyun 작가님, who we had on as a guest previously. But the vast majority of songs these days, you either have a session or you're actually at a songwriting camp where like 4 people maybe are stuck in a room together, and the label usually is like, make us a song.
Right.
So you usually have maybe 1 or 2 producers who write the instrumental, the track, and then you'll have people like me who are top liners go in and write a melody and the lyrics, and usually record the demo as well.
Okay.
So that's where the collaboration happens.
And you get all of that done during a music camp?
In one day, yes.
Wow.
Although these days, so like it's becoming a little bit different these days in that those credits where you see like 20 names in there, that's usually where a label has decided on a track and they send it out to like 50 different top liners.
Right.
And then they'll that's
why there's so
cut and
many.
paste. That's why there's so many.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you did mention also earlier that you're heavily involved with English lyricism. Being a
Yes.
lyricist in terms of in English. But if it's originally composed with Korean lyrics, it is challenging to do it in English. Did you find that it was difficult for you in the beginning, or was it something because as a native English speaker, you're already good at English, that it was easier for you? It was easy for you.
I wouldn't say it was easy. Like I said before, there are so many things to keep in mind. The flow, I think, is the most important, then the meaning, then the rhyme. And I'm the sort of person that has to get all 3 of those things.
Right. Perfectionist.
I am such a perfectionist. So it takes me a good while. And yeah.
Is there any particular song that you wrote English lyrics for that you were like, oh my God, I'm so proud. Like, I love this. Is there anything like that? Like a favorite or anything like that? Is it challenging?
The first one that I did was pretty meaningful to me. So Got7's Lullaby.
Okay.
I wrote the English version for that. And I feel like, not to toot my own horn, but I feel like I got that sort of dreamy, romantic feeling across, even if I didn't directly translate all the lines. And then more recently, I also translated aespa's We Go, which is the animation, the Pokemon soundtrack song, which was fun
Pokemon.
too. Yeah, such a blast from the past.
Yes, of course. But you did mention that you have tons and tons of different jobs that you do.
Yes.
But you're also participating in Kwonjina's full-length 3rd album, which drops tomorrow, if I believe correctly,
I'm
right?
very excited about that one.
Uh-huh.
So I participated in track number 7 called
Okay,
Wonderland.
track number 7. What are you looking at here? Wonderland. Yes. Okay.
So there's me, Sophiya Pei.
There we go. Listen, it must feel good to see your name on the credits like
It
that.
does.
Like on, what is this? The
Every
track
time.
list teaser thing, right?
The track list, yeah.
Look, Mom, there I am. Yeah, but we've been talking about working with groups this whole time.
Yes.
Right. But this is a solo. You're working with a solo singer. So, how's the production process for that different from working with a group?
It's a little different in that with K-pop groups, especially with TWICE, who I've worked the most with, they have 9 members.
Right.
So you want to break up the melody for 9 members.
Right,
so
right.
every sort of 2 bars, you want a completely new idea.
Right.
And very, very hooky. They want something that's super, super catchy.
For sure.
But with solo songs, especially with such great vocalists, such as Kwonjina, such as Ailey, I've worked with as well, they are more comfortable sort of singing
Right.
longer phrases, for example, and singing not just hooky ideas, but more melodic,
Right, right.
more emotional sometimes.
Right.
So that's something to bear in mind.
Okay,
when you're
for
writing
sure.
for an artist.
But working with Kwonjina, right? How was the process of working with her for this album?
So sadly, I didn't work with her directly.
Okay.
But Min Ji-shun, who was the other person in the credits that you saw, she has worked with Kwonjina before.
Right,
so
right.
Minji and I, Minji is such a talented producer, by the way. She wrote 그대라는 시, the Hotel Del Luna soundtrack song, and a bunch of other huge K-pop songs. Her specialty is like jazz chords. And so we just sat down, we have fun together, and I just sort of go no over the melody, and with those jazz chords, I have no idea where the progression is going. So I'm like, what's coming next? I have no idea. But
hey, I mean,
it's really fun.
Composing work can be fun. Like it doesn't have to necessarily all be doom and gloom.
Yes.
You can have fun with that. But while composing, what kind of style of producer composer do you feel like you are personally?
Me. That's a tough question.
Like, if you were to explain, like some people, for example, might be like really like cutthroat. Some people might just be take it easy. Like, how would you feel that you
I'm
are?
definitely, this is part of my personality as well. I'm just very kind of chill, especially in group sessions. Especially with songwriters that you've never met before, I'm always interested in seeing what kind of ideas that they have, because they'll come up with stuff that I would never ever think of.
Of course.
So I'm always very open to ideas. I think I'm pretty chill.
Well, that's the beauty of music camps, because you get everyone's ideas. You get brain power.
Indeed.
But how about this? You've worked with so many different agencies, so many different artists. Do you find that when you work with different companies, because every company has their own 색깔, their own color, do you find that your producing style might change a little bit depending on the company?
For
that you
sure.
work with SM, for example, or JYP, whatever. Do you find that it changes a lot, and in what ways do you think it might change?
Definitely. So SM, which is where I sort of started out with my song camps, they love these very intricate sort of jazzy chords and progressions. They always require like 20 lines of harmonies and like the tension.
Right.
Think like old school shiny
누나
music.
너무 예뻐.
More like
산소 같은
Sherlock and all that.
Okay,
You have
yeah.
like 50 harmonies.
Right.
And creating this very sort of tensiony feeling. So they love that.
Right,
They
right.
love going sort of major, minor, back and forth. So it's really fun, but a lot more difficult to write SM songs, I would feel. Plus, they need to be catchy.
Right.
JYP, they're a bit more about like sort of having fun.
Right.
With the melodies, they're all about rhythm. So those sort of things I try to keep in mind when I'm working with those labels.
Okay. But last question here for a little bit. But we briefly talked about this. But you work at night, correct? Do you ever do composing or any of that sort of work in the daytime? This is an interesting question, because we had Brody yesterday, who was also a singer-songwriter. He says he doesn't work until late at night. Like, it's just how it is. And most composers and producers that I know also
I think
do
most
that.
creatives.
Yeah.
Those creative juices definitely get flowing the later in the day it gets. So I used to start sort of like 3, 4 maybe work into the early hours of the morning.
Oh, 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
3, 4 in the afternoon,
okay.
yes. 3, 4 p.m. And I'd work till like 3 a.m. maybe. Sleep in till like 10, 11 and do the whole thing again
Oh, honey,
the
that's
next
not
day.
sleeping in. 10. Excuse me.
But these days I have a 4-year-old boy, so
Okay, yeah,
I can't really
yeah.
do that anymore. So
Yeah.
I have been trying to work through the day. I would say working in the evening is definitely easier. I think that your best ideas come out
Right, yeah, no, for
around
sure.
12 when you
Around
should
12.
be going to bed.
There's
yeah.
a timeline there, you know. But, you know, looking at, the fact that you work so late at night, I'm going to be very curious to see what your life graph is going to look like. So, yeah, now in order to get to know Sophiya a little bit better, we're going to have you draw your life graph while we listen to a song. So I'm very curious to see. So we're going to listen to a song while Sophiya draws her life graph. This is Freaky by ITZY, which you participated in as vocal directing and also the chorus. So it's kind of a win-win here. So let's take a listen.
말꼬리를 붙잡고 늘려 유치한 그 패턴 배려 없는 태도 수정만 늘어간 너 반복되는 감정 낭비 바닥까지 wasted 봐줄수록 crazy 애처럼 때만 쓰는 걸 I hate that 아 정말 왜 이래 네 입으로 뱉은 fake 그대가는 pain 난 뼛속까지 it's freaky 지긋지긋해 so tricky 울어도 뭐 어림없지 혼자가 딱 어울리네 yeah. See how I live it 멍청한 내겐 no need say 무시가 정답인 듯해 I'm in my zone just leave me alone 한껏 찡그려진 두 눈썹 불쌍한 척하는 shaky voice Hold on 더는 선을 넘지 말기 You know 남은 기회까지 miss it 카카카 너를 cut it down now Better walk 제발 좀 walk in my life Hold on 이미 끝나버린 사이에 뭐 그리 할 말이 많아 Hate that 아 정말 왜 이래 네 잘난 사랑은 fail 자 여기서 end 난 뼛속까지 it's freaky 지긋지긋해 so tricky 울어도 뭐 어림없지 혼자가 딱 어울리네 yeah. See how I live it 멍청한 내게 넌 say 무시가 정답인 듯해 I'm in my zone just leave me alone Hey boy 네가 자초한 일이니 혹시나 작은 기대 따위는 말게 yeah. 뒤늦게 후회하니 cry baby 너를 버리고 난 set me free 아픔을 너의 몫일 테니 babe 난 뼛속까지 it's freaky 지긋지긋해 so tricky 울어도 뭐 어림없지 혼자가 딱 어울리네 See how I live it 멍청한 내게 눈이 say 무시가 정답인 듯해 I'm in my zone just leave me alone 어서 물러나 여기까진 걸 너와 나 전부 끝이 나 I'm in my zone just leave me alone 어서 물러나 여기까진 걸 너와 나 전부 끝이 나 I'm in my zone just leave me alone
You guys are listening to and watching Culture Crunch here on Arirang Radio and TV. And today for Creme de la Creme, we have the very special guest, Sophiya, in the studio with us today, teaching us all about singer-songwriting and you know, everything there is to know about behind the scenes. Leon here in the comments says, so glad that I'm learning more about the music work Sophiya is doing through today's interview. Love the behind the scenes stories that you have been sharing. Of course, you know, you never get the chance to talk about that.
It's fun
you know.
talking about this.
Yes. So we of course, for the 200th day anniversary of this show, we had to talk about that. So before we dive into your life graph here, I wanted to get to know about you a little bit more.
Okay.
So it'll be easier to talk about the life graph later. So you very obviously have a British accent when you speak English. So when did you move from the UK to Korea? You know, how did that all occur?
So I moved in 2013.
Okay.
So I was born and raised in London, England. Just very normal life. Went to school, went to uni. I was an accountant. And then...
Quite the career change.
Quite the career change, yes. So halfway or 2/3 of the way through my accounting qualification, I ended up participating in the singing audition program.
Right. Okay.
That was when I was around 25, I think. So yeah, after that, I went back to just finish that last 10 months of the qualification that I was doing. And then after that, I moved back to Korea for good to jump into the music world.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But you did say that you when you arrived in Korea, did you immediately begin your career like after the singing program show? Like, did you come here and start right away into singer-songwriting, or did you be an accountant here too? Or
no, I wasn't an accountant here. But there was a period of about a year, 9 months, where I was trying to figure out, time moves so fast in the entertainment world. So even being away from Korea, like for that 10 months after the show, everyone had moved on. So I'm like, well, how do I get back into this? I know some people, but I don't quite have my foot in the door properly. So there was a period where I was trying to figure out, well, do I sign with a label? Do I, go into K-pop songwriting? Big dilemma there.
Well, you know what they say? They say the first step is always the most difficult. Getting your foot in the door is the most difficult, for sure. But you've obviously, as we've been talking about, been working as a singer-songwriter, composer, lyricist. You do basically everything when it comes to the production side of music. So while producing all these songs, have you ever produced a song and you were like, the person with the greedy me wants to use this song for my own. I wish I could sing this myself. Have you ever thought that? Or can you? Of course. Oh, you can? Oh, really?
Of course, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because as I said, sometimes you go into these camps or these sessions and the other songwriter comes up with these amazing, cool ideas. And then, you're inspired by that. So you come up with new ideas that you might never have thought of otherwise. And my debut single was actually a song that I originally wrote with Taeyeon in mind.
Oh, really? Oh,
yes.
Okay.
It was a ballad called 사랑할 거예요, Still Loving You. Taeyeon was looking for a ballad, so I wrote that. But then my whole team were like, oh, this is so perfect for you. Why don't you sing it? And that ended up being my debut single.
Oh, okay. See, all these behind-the-scenes stories are so fascinating to me, especially because, I get to hear about all these big names and all this stuff. But anyway, so I'm geeking out a little bit. But yeah, so not long after you returned to Korea, you did get married. You shared the wedding photos with us. They are so cute and they are so pretty. Look at there you are. Look at you. You look the same.
I was so young then.
You look the same. What do you mean? Yeah.
I was about 7 kilos lighter then.
Oh, please. Oh, please. Yeah, but your husband is also involved in the music industry as well, correct?
Yes.
So what does he do exactly?
So he's also a top liner.
Okay.
He does some producing as well. He also worked very closely with JYP, with GOT7.
Okay.
So he's very close to Jin Young, who he's written a bunch of songs with. And yeah, we still... Sometimes we make music together, sometimes separately.
I can dive so deep into this question right now. Okay, here's a loaded question. This is a hot potato of a question here.
Okay.
Do you support or oppose couples who are in the same profession? This is such a fun question. Who wrote this? 이거 누가 쓰신 거예요? 너무 재밌어요. It's so fun.
We know who it is.
You support it?
I do support it, yeah. Because music, the schedule that we talked about earlier, the working from 3 p.m. to 3 a.m. Is really hard for someone who's in a normal 9-to-5 job to understand.
It's hard to understand,
and to work alongside. So for someone... to be with someone who understands that completely and supports that is amazing.
Right.
The flip side is that there's always a flip side.
I was waiting for this.
Yeah, the flip side is that, I think anyone who's in the creative industry, not just songwriting, they have strong opinions.
Of course. You have to.
Yes. So when me and my husband work together, for example, our strong opinions.
I was going to ask this. So what happens when you butt heads creatively? Like, do you guys ever like argue about it?
Of course.
Oh.
Yeah, we've had fights over
really?
songs. Yeah.
Fights over music.
Over music, yeah, which is supposed to create love, right? But yeah, in the beginning, we're trying to, we loved each other as people, but as songwriters, there was a period of adjustment where we had to figure out, like, well, how do we say, I hate your idea in a nice way?
Answer is, you don't. You say it in a really mean way.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, because you're so comfortable with them, you end up just not sugarcoating it and just being mean.
Yeah.
So there were some ill feelings there sometimes. But my husband was very nice. He'd usually just end up being like, okay, we'll go with your idea.
There you go. What a great husband. So what is, you obviously made very major changes to your life for the sake of music, because you mentioned you were literally living in the UK as an accountant, but now here you are all these years later in Korea doing something that's literally the polar opposite professionally as like an accountant. So is there ever times where you found that it was very difficult, so difficult, or like, oh, I miss, the old life that I had? Because the you back then and the you now is, also personality-wise, you must have changed a lot, correct?
Definitely.
Have you ever felt, that you were sort of like, oh, I miss certain aspects of that life? Did you ever feel that?
Nope.
Not at all?
Not at all.
No regrets?
No. If you look at my life graph.
Okay, you know what? Let's take a nice segue here. Let's look at Sophiya's life graph now.
So let's see. You want me to go from the beginning?
Yeah, from age 0.
From age 0. Okay, so from age 0 up to about 10, just doing my thing.
Yeah, little kid.
Around sort of 8, 9 is when I discovered that I could sing.
Okay.
And that little dip at 10 is when I did my first audition for my school musical. And I didn't get the part that I wanted.
So that dip there is just because you didn't get a part?
Yes.
Wow, okay. It must have been a big
trauma,
a big hurt to you.
But then, I went on my merry way. At 15, my dad actually passed away, so big dip there.
Okay.
But, it's sort of what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Kelly Clarkson.
So I keep going up. Sort of 18, 20s, my uni years. And then the biggest dip that you really see there
from 20 to 25.
From 20 to 25 is when I started my career.
Okay.
It also happened to be during the financial crisis of 2008.
You mean your career as in accounting?
So my finance/accounting career started in 2007, just before the big crisis. Yes. So that's how I ended up sort of going into accounting, which...
Well, let me ask you. So, is the dip because you hated your job because you're a creative working? I'm also a creative. I can't imagine sitting and doing accounting all day. I think it would drive me crazy, to be honest.
So the thing is, I'm really good with numbers.
Okay.
Or I used to be.
Okay.
When I was younger. I actually my degree was in maths and economics.
Oh, really?
So I'm a very numbers person.
Wow.
Like, I'm a big J.
Oh, okay.
So, like, on paper, accounting was right up my alley.
Right.
And I was good at it, I'm very detailed, a perfectionist, as we talked about.
Right.
So I was good at it, but it was pretty soul-destroying for me.
That's heavy terminology, soul-destroying.
Soul-destroying, which is why there's that huge dip there. Because I was in a field that, while really stable, Korean parents love.
Right, oh yeah.
It wasn't what I was wanting to be doing. Pretty sure I went through a period of depression then as well. Can I picture myself doing this for the rest of my life?
Yeah.
And that's why there's such a huge dip there.
Well, it's not to say that accounting's a bad job.
No, of course
not.
Of course
accounting is, some people love accounting. That's what they love to do. It's just that your creative mind was bubbling too hard.
Yes, I had a different calling.
Yeah, you had a different calling. And not everything that's on paper is always right for you. Okay, so you had the biggest dip from 20 to 25, as you said, but from the middle of your 20s-ish, you went way up.
Yes.
What is that about? What's going on there?
So that's the audition program that I did.
Oh, okay.
Which was probably the most fun and the most difficult experience in my life.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Why would you say that?
Like my first TV experience. When you sing, I feel like you have to bare your soul a little bit.
Oh, of course, yeah.
And then add in the sort of reality TV side of things to that. And I was just a big ball of emotions. I was an emotional wreck.
Were you nervous?
All the time. Of course.
Oh, was that your
course.
first time ever, like, it wasn't your first time singing on stage, though, correct?
I mean, I'd sang at like church and stuff.
Okay, but that's
like on a
different.
big stage, yes.
So,
and on live TV.
Oh, yeah. No, please. That'd be super nerve-wracking. So to you, the audition program, if you were to sum it up, what is the audition program to you? What does it mean to you at this point in your life?
Opportunity.
Okay.
And a chance to show what I was capable of.
Right. Did you find it to be like sort of an awakening moment for you? Like, okay, this is the life I want to do.
Yes. Especially after that dip in my early 20s. Like my eyes were opened.
Right. Okay.
I'm the sort of person who is a little bit risk averse, to be honest. So I never sort of went out and tried to find chances to make it in music. But once this chance was given to me, I was all about that.
Right. Okay. So like, if you were born again, for example, right? Would you go on an audition program again? If you had the opportunity, or even now, if you had the opportunity, would you go on
No.
No? I actually know your music, and I think I would like to see you on an audition program.
But sure. I mean, everything has its pros and cons, including audition programs, but it's one of the fastest and best ways to get your name out there.
Oh, no, definitely. Listen,
sure.
I've done my fair share of them. They are difficult. But definitely, the audition program, it had a time and a place, and it really served its purpose in your life.
Definitely,
you could
yes.
say, right? So after 25 to 26,
yes,
it goes way down. What happened there?
So that's when I went back to England to finish my accounting.
all the trauma.
Yes, because I was just waiting to come back to Korea and really get started. The audition program was just a little taster, a teaser.
Right.
But
you got spoiled.
I was so eager to come back. And there was also, lots of conflict with my family.
Right.
Like, you're back in England now.
Are you crazy?
Yeah, you can't leave again. That was a nice little break for you. But now you go back to your accounting and your stable life. So it goes back down. But also when I did come back, the period of confusion over what I was going to do and where my career was going to go.
You
so
obviously,
that's all included in there.
Because you said that on the 26, as you're going, it goes back up because you came back to Korea. But from there, you do have some small up and downs.
Yeah, I mean, nothing specific, just opportunities. But things, especially my artist career, didn't blow up as big as I might have wanted it to.
Right.
So yeah, just small ups and downs there.
But at 35, around 35 there, you have another huge bump. What might that be?
Yeah, so that's when I got married and had my boy as well. So big point in my career. Career-wise, though, it was a little difficult for me, just trying to juggle everything. So that's another little dip there.
Okay. Well, I got to ask, though, because it's not included in the graph. Where's Culture Crunch on here?
The whiteboard was too small. Sorry.
Oh, the board was too small, guys.
The Culture Crunch is like here.
Okay, it's back there.
Yeah, it's right
Is
here.
Is it a bump or is it a dip?
It's a bump.
It's a bump,
of course. I think it was the second most amazing and hardest thing I had to do after the audition program.
I'm with you, sister. I'm with you. Your life has been very unique, but in a weird way, it does also, in a strange way, mirror my own life. So it's kind of like looking at my own life through you, which is strange. But how does it feel looking at your life graph now, looking at it like this? Were you always kind of like, subconsciously aware of the trajectory that your life had taken, or is it kind of like surprising to see it like this now, like on a graph drawn out?
It was hard. Like, I never appreciated how hard it was for our guests when I was on that side of the table. But I like the fact that there are curves, I feel like curves are learning opportunities. And I like the fact that it is generally on an upward trajectory. But yeah, it was a nice little look back on my life, and it's a nice reminder that I am on the right track.
Right.
It's a good thing that I came. I made the right decision to come to Korea.
It's you're going all the way up. So I did want to ask you, as a singer-songwriter, every singer-songwriter has their own personal favorite song or thing that they have made, project that they have made. Which song is most precious to you, do you think? Personally.
Ooh, that's a really tough one. Ooh. Probably one of the earliest ones. Just because, it was one of my first releases with a big name K-pop group called Sister.
Oh,
that was, I think, 2014 or 2015.
Wow, okay. That was at their peak, too. They were all over.
Yeah. So it was a song called Good Time.
Okay.
One of my first releases. And I absolutely adored Sister.
I adore them to this day. I still listen to them.
Yeah. They're so talented,
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
I still have they had this big LP that they released.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So I still have that in my studio.
Okay, yeah. All right, so we're running out of time, but I of course have to ask, Sophiya in the future. What has Sophiya got going on coming up? Anything we can look forward to? Anything like that?
Oh, I don't know. It's such a hard question.
Yeah, it is. See, it's not as easy as you think, right?
It's not. Because I'm always taking new opportunities. So I'm going to be really boring and say I don't have fixed plans in my future, but I definitely know I want to keep making good music. I do want to restart my artist projects as well, which was kind of on the back burner because of my boy. It's hard to make time, and deadlines always seem to come first.
Yeah, of course.
And so that's definitely something in the cards as well.
Well, if you ever put out another album, you can come on Tune In Time
Yeah,
and join
I'll
us
come
again.
back on a Wednesday. Yes.
Yes, we are running out of time, but please say a word to our lovely Culture Crunch listeners and viewers. Until next time.
Culture Crunch family. It's so good to be back here in the studio. It was so much fun talking with Joel about my career and having a look back on my life graph. So thanks for that opportunity. And I'm sure I'll be back again.
Yes.
At some point in the future, hopefully.
Yes, okay. So we are going to be sending off Sophiya with a song. I will be here tomorrow, the same place, same time. We're going to be going 500 episodes, 1,000 episodes. So keep showing love and support to us here at Culture Crunch, and to Sophiya, of course, as well. We will be sending off Sophiya with her own song, which is Let's Get Lost, featuring Dawn, produced by Distract by the lovely Sophiya. And we will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.
모든 것이 점점 쌓이는 순간 어디서 바라볼 땐 이게 별거 아니던데 내일 여기저기서 오늘도 주위에 everyone 원하는 것만 고 돌아오는 건 없고 중요하지도 않은 것 이제 뒤로 얻고 싶어 왜 계속 묶여있는지 All that matters is you and me 네가 말만 하면 지금 바로 떠날래 Don't know where we're going 그냥 어디구리나 계획지도 하나 없는데 오늘부터 너의 좀 맘에 들어도 괜찮아 Let's get lost
산처럼 쌓인 일에 지쳐있어 발길이 닿지 않는 곳으로 떠나고 싶다면 말해줘요 girl 말해줘 my love yeah 비가 내리고 밖은 느려도 넌 나의 빛이야 빛이야 이제 쉬어져 내 빛이야 I'm drinking the love You pour into my life 오늘만 술 말고 널 마시고 싶어 yeah yeah 같이 마시고 싶어